We caught up with Richie Rich before his hosting duties today on the NFL Network, and I asked him, how did Bill Belichick end up in the broadcast booth?
That's amazing. Well, Belichick and Mayock go way back. I mean, I don't know if you're aware about Mike Mayock's football life, but he was the 265th pick of the 1981 NFL draft by the Steelers, and walked in as a bright-eyed kid from Boston College and saw basically, the entire Steel Curtain Steelers at the end of their career. It was like the night at the museum. All the busts came alive, and they were in his locker room. And he didn't last there. He got cut, and he played at the CFL for 1 year, and then the Giants in 1982 picked him up. And just like everybody who's trying to break in the NFL, Mayock was a special team player, and his special teams coach, was a coach named Bill Belichick. And he goes, so you just do the math, back to 1982 with Bill. And, I don't know if I'm telling any tales out of school, but, a lot of evaluators picked Mike's brain, and I would proffer to say Belichick's one of them over the years. And so Bill just strolled into the booth. I mean, I'm ready to talk to Mike in a commercial break. I'm showing him, something on my phone, and all of a sudden he's not paying attention. He's looking over my shoulder. He goes, "Hey, Coach." And I turn around, and it's, the guy with 5 Lombardis. And they're chit-chatting, and I'm chit-chatting with him, but now it's time to go back to the broadcast. We're back at a commercial break. I'm putting my headset on, and Mike's still talking to Bill, and stuff's going on. And all of a sudden, Willie McGinnis is on the field. So I start telling him, "You never guess who's here." Mayock now has his headset back on at this point, and for the first couple of minutes of that segment, we were relaying what Bill was saying to Willie on the field through our microphones, which isn't the best thing. And as you would imagine, Dan, our producers in the truck are screaming, "Put the headset on him," But Mayock and I talked about this afterwards. We both thought the same thing. It's like, look, we want coaches around here at the Combine to feel free to just come in and just stop by and say hello or say whatever they want to say, drop some information if they want to or not, but just feel free to come in and out. We don't want them to think that every time they walk in, we're going to try to throw a headset on them. So we didn't do that. And at one point, it just became apparent to us that, okay, I think he really wanted to talk to Willie McGinnis too. So I did what few people are in their lives are basically do, which is hand their own headset to Bill Belichick, and then off the segment went.
Well, he was a little passive-aggressive there, wanting to get in a couple of digs at the Colts, which I thought was pretty funny. It was like a private conversation with him and Willie. Like, yeah, I remember they were throwing stuff at me, and remember that 4th down and 2, and remember...
Well, that one was not a good moment for him. I mean, that was like one of those self-deprecating Belichick moments that you don't really hear very often, and that was one of the neat things. And as soon as, he left, that's Mayock saying to me, he wishes that more fans would get to see that side of Belichick, which is, a little bit of an edge about himself and a sense of humor. And, for 2.5, 3 minutes, it was just neat. It was completely, and that was the best part about it. It was obvious that it was not planned. It came out of nowhere, and he, had a nice. We eavesdropped. I think we listened in.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.